right, Manny, we'll just start with your thoughts on the series against Tucson this weekend.
Well, overall, obviously frustrating not to get any points out of the weekend. Feel it's a valuable lesson to us in that it's difficult to win, and the level of consistency and execution has to be on at all times. And there were moments in both yesterday's game and today where that's the deciding factor. Just poor decisions with the puck, costly turnovers at the wrong time, and that was the difference. So it's a good lesson for us that as well as we played in spurts of both games, you have to play that full game effort.
Now, regardless of the outcome this weekend, you guys have still had a solid homestand. I mean, 4 of 6, and you're 8-4 since mid-November. So, what can you say about the guys on the ice?
Well, I've given them praise the last couple of weeks. I'm really impressed with the level of intensity in our practices and the level of execution. And as a group, we feel that's been a driving force behind the record over the last little while. It's been our guys' commitment to putting in work in practice, to grinding, and leaning into the work that we've asked them to do over the last few weeks. That's given us the results. So that mindset will continue after the break. It's hopefully something that the guys are continuing to learn, is that to be successful continuously and consistently in this league, you have to put the work in.
So we're well into the season now. What comes to your mind when you reflect back on the start of this team?
Well, obviously, with the new staff coming in, just for us getting used to the guys and them getting used to the new system, and it took us a while to get our footing and get some consistency in our game. So you saw a lot of split series with teams to the point we're at now, where I feel like our consistency in our game is more evident, and just our overall execution of our systems and our structures is better than we saw at the beginning of the year, which is expected.
Yeah, and what's the philosophy for the team when preparing for a game?
Our focus and our mindset is always it's important to know what the opposition is doing, but our focus remains on us, how well we execute our game plan, our systems, our level of intensity on the ice, our puck battles, our races to pucks. We feel that when we execute at the level we're capable of, it makes us very difficult to play against.
And how do you and the team celebrate wins, and how do you also motivate one another through the losses?
Well, when it obviously winning's better than losing in any league. But in both regards, we take them for what they are. We learn from them, we grow from them, and especially in the wins, we definitely emphasize focusing and keying in on the things we did well. We want to clean up the things that we didn't do so well, and vice versa in the losses. We definitely want to continue to build on things that we did well. Same goes for tonight, and obviously the cleanup factor and eliminating mistakes and failures and breakdowns in the system will lead to more consistent success for us.
And how has the transition for you been from being an NHL assistant coach to being the head coach of the Abbotsford Canucks?
It's been a great experience so far. It's been a lot of learning for myself and my staff. But it's been great. I'm very fortunate to have a really good staff to work with, number one, and most importantly, the players. RJ has assembled a young, talented group that likes to put in the work. So for me and the rest of our staff, we enjoy working with this group because of the effort that they put in on a daily basis.
Yeah, I hope you can tell that the community and the team absolutely adore you right now.
Thank you.
You're doing such an amazing job.
Thank you. The guys have been playing well, and it's again, one of our goals to give them something to be excited about and come to the Abbotsford Center for.
What were your thoughts on Sammy Blazek, his first, or just this weekend overall, first time he's played in about a month or so? How do you think he fit in?
He did a good job, and it's been more than a month for Sammy. So obviously, you could see some of the rust still there. Getting up to game speed obviously takes its time, but he had some elite touches on the puck, which is what we were expecting out of him. He had some pretty decent looks offensively, but just the game timing will come over the course of the next few games.
How much consideration was put into playing low end today? Just because these Tucson games can be pretty violent, pretty rough. It's kind of a bad blood between the two teams. Like, were you considering putting him in for today?
No, our focus is on fielding our best lineup. And over the last couple of weeks, the guys that have been performing were given, obviously, the opportunity to compete tonight. So we feel like we don't need to address those issues on the ice. Our mindset is always to play hard and win the game, as opposed to get into the extracurricular stuff after the whistle. So, yeah, it was just a decision to go with our guys.
The status of Jet Wu, he left last game. Is there an update on him?
He'll be day-to-day. Obviously, the break comes at a great time for us to get some bodies rested and healthy and get over some bumps and bruises.
Thanks, man.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks, guys.